gets real. It gets real. Now, there's already been crazy madness happening with the Palhinha deal, but this is just taking things to the next level now. So here's the reality here. Here's the Delinsky. First of all, the Palhinha thing is crazy, but let's just stick with Salah here. Because there's so many different elements in this. I just want to just break things all down. Salah should not be for sale. See, there's a two flex. Not for sale at any price. Peak Messi when he was at Barca. Peak Cristiano when he was at Real Madrid. That's not for sale at any price. Salah is not for sale. But not for sale at any price. So there's a difference there. There is a price. I don't believe there was a price you could pay to buy Messi from Barca. And I don't believe that there's a price you could pay to get Cristiano for Real Madrid. The reason why he left, it was just something different. But really, based on the ridiculous value those two players brought, for me, if I was in that position, not for sale at any price. For Salah, let's bring out the ice. Let's bring out the ice. But for Salah, not for sale. He's too valuable. Brings too much to Liverpool, both goal scoring and assist. He is a ridiculous valuable asset. Not for sale. But there is a price. And that's where we bring in the Saudi Pro League. And I want to just make things very, very clear here. Premier League people do not be hypocrites. So you chastise, mock, and laugh at La Liga, Bundesliga, because, hey, look how much we can spend. We can spend, but you can't spend anything, blah, blah, blah. We got the money. We got the money. Cool. And La Liga, Bundesliga can't say anything. But when the Saudi Pro League are now doing it, oh man, they've ruined everything. No. Premier League, you have no checks and balances and you simply have more money than the other leagues. Saudi Pro League, they have no checks and balances and they simply just have more money than you, the Premier League. So the Premier League, you would be peak hypocrites insulting the Saudi League because you created this monster. You created this monster because I said this for several years. There should be a salary cap, a wage cap. Said no, and look at what we now have now. Because there's always a bigger fish. It's like that's what Lucas said in South. There's always a bigger fish. There's always someone with more money than you. There's always going to be someone with more money than you. There's always going to be a richer guy. There's always going to be a richer dude. Like, the richest guy in the world will not be the richest guy in the world forever. There's always going to be a guy who's going to be richer than him. Another guy's going to be richer than him, ha. It's whatever, he shot, whatever. I think I mentioned this before. And this is what makes this frightening. 200 mil is launch money for the Saudi Pro League. That's launch money. It's light. It's nothing. 200 mil is light. It's launch money. Look, man, let me just grab something from the store. You know why? When basically you're trying to cobble up like a few pennies and so forth, just like get like a sandwich from the store. 200 mil is light launch money that these guys can use to get a sandwich from the corner store or something. It's light. So this is the situation we have here. I think you reject 150. I think you do. Because it's too late in the game and Salah is too valuable. 175, 185, 200, 250, 270. We can keep going. Salah's profile, Muslim, Islamic faith, the region of Saudi Arabia, this would be the biggest acquisition for the Saudi Pro League. This would be bigger than Messi, Ronaldo, or Neymar because of how good Salah is and his profile. So for the Saudi Pro League specifically, this would be bigger than Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar because of what Salah represents to that region. That is why they're like, bro, if we can bring him here, it would be huge for the region. Because yes, those guys, they love Messi, they love Ronaldo, but Salah, somebody that region can truly, on a very deep level, identify with. Bro, it's a game changer. That is why, because that's why they are trying so hard to go in for it. You know, they're trying so hard to go in for the freaking dude. So because there's so many elements here that I can talk about. Because money given to people ain't the same. And I'll explain that. Let's say Chelsea were in the mix right now. Chelsea in the same situation. 200 mil given to Poch. Do I trust 200 mil with Poch? No. So if Salah was under this Chelsea hierarchy and with Poch, based on what Chelsea have been doing, I'm like, no, I don't trust 200 mil with these Chelsea people or with Poch. I don't. I simply don't. So for me, if Chelsea Salah, I say no, not for sale at any price because I don't. So 300, 400, I'm sorry. They'll accept, but I don't trust this Chelsea group to use the money wisely. Now, under Abramovich, give me 200 mil, let's ride. Let's ride. Because you know Abramovich, with whoever he brings in, I trust him more to use that 200 mil wisely than people who will use 200 mil to build another orphanage. Klopp's talent ID is spoken for ever since the Dortmund days. Klopp's talent ID is pretty damn good. It's not always a bullseye. It is not always a bullseye. But bro, Pep, who we all credit his talent ID, it's always a bullseye. But Klopp's hits outweigh his misses. So, if you give 200 mil to Klopp, I believe he will use that wisely. Because, you see, in life, everything changes. What you have to learn in life is nothing ever stays the same. Everything will change. So the key thing in life, you must always adapt. Adaptation is very key. I don't think this is going to happen. I feel Liverpool's stance is no. But what makes it interesting is if the number keeps on rising, Liverpool, wait, hang on. Are we really going to say no to 250, 300, 350? Like, basically, are you going to say no? Are you going to say no to 350 million for a 30-year-old who may not sign a contract extension? And you're going to get much less if you allow him to go next summer. Especially if he's not showing any commitments for a long-term contract. It's as good as Salah may be, it's simply bad business because 350, that's just too much money. That's just way too much money that could drastically change how you now settle Liverpool. And forget that. 350 in the hands of a club. I think Liverpool can create something new because this is the key thing people miss out. It's not about replacing Salah because I don't think you can replace Salah because you cannot name me, apart from, let's say, and Mbappe, who plays on the left, but you cannot name me any other right-sided attacking player that can give you the numbers and output and value of Salah to today in 2023. You can't. So you can't replace him. But what you do is not about replacing him, it's about building something completely new. It's all about winning matches. And there's not only one way to win a match. So it's about, okay, we can't have Salah, we can't replace him like for like. Build something completely new with the 300 mil. So we'll keep watching this, man, and we'll see what happens, bro. But I don't think this happens. If Al-Ittihad dropped 200, I still believe Liverpool rejects the 200. But what I just wanted to see is for Al-Ittihad, can they just keep on raising the price? So, guys, there is an emergency hangout pending. If this happens, the emergency hangout is pending. But in my honest opinion, I think Liverpool just say no. I think they say no, and I don't think this happens in this window. And I think because it's just too late in the day. Like that video, subscribe if you're new, head over to the official websites and join us for that deadline day review of all the matters that happened today. Peace.